Kindling, I tell you. Kindling. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever. I don't remember the rest of the words. Everything all right? Hi, Bradley. How are you? Things are a little more dysfunctional than usual around here. Normally it's just The Sims. Right now my computer itself seems to be having an issue. It's fine. I'll power through. I've been through worse. I just don't know what's up. I don't know what is causing this. I have an idea as to what may be the source of the trouble, and I think the source of the trouble will hopefully have passed. But also, it's annoying. So, behind the scenes, what you wouldn't know. Bradley, thank you so much. Behind the scenes, what you wouldn't know is that tonight, my mom, for her job, was doing a live event downstairs on the first floor. Oh, for the... It's fine. It's fine. It was temporary, that time. So what you wouldn't know is that my mom is doing a live event for her work downstairs. Which means she has first dibs on the Wi-Fi, essentially. I thought it would be fine. Do the pause and play thing. That'll help with the lag. I thought everything would be fine. I thought all would be well in the world. I'm still here. I'm still trying. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do me any good to say refresh, you know. I'll just, yeah. Oh, it's been a day. Eventually it will. Don't remind me. Ugh. Yeah, even I have somewhat bad delay. That's not great. For the love of Christmas and heaven and all of those things above and below, oh, wow, okay. Again, I'm a pro. I know how to roll with the punches and everything. But it's been a longer day than y'all know. Yay, not pro yet. Yay. Yeah, it's been, let me tell you a little bit about my day. While I just wait to see if things are stable enough for me to continue. Which it's looking hopeful. I had an event, 5:30 to 6:30, which is normally later than I would like, and with less time between when I finish work and when I start this than I would like, because that means it's a half hour. And also, my mom was doing a thing for her work downstairs, required the Wi-Fi, live thing, similar in, sort of cadence to this. She wasn't playing video games, she was making chocolate covered strawberries. But so, yeah, it's and there was a thing at the event that I'm not happy about. It's fine, but I'm a little in my head about that. And so I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna sit and hope that things start being smooth. Which, it looks like it's fine again. It looks like it's fine again. It looks like it's good again. But I'm just gonna give myself a moment to center, to refocus, to do some breathing exercises, to do what Wii Fit Trainer taught me. To take off this stupid suit because apparently it's a jinx. Togepi, that may have happened also today. Well, Bradley, become a marketing consultant. What can I tell you? Okay, and I'm just also gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. Just part it down the middle. That's fine. This is more comfortable. And we do our breathing exercise, and then we wait, that's Lamaze. That's not right. Do it, Bradley. I dare you. No. What would we do when we were singing in choir? We would go like deep inhale. You'd hiss. I don't know why, but you'd hiss. Apparently it was good for the voice, good for the vocal nodules. That's not a real thing, but that's what I'm gonna choose to say. Do you mean? Motherfucker, explain. Because I'm just interpreting that as a euphemism for breaking wind, which doesn't sound right. But it could be for all I know. Anyways, so... back to... I'm still not following, Mavocata. It sounds like you have a hole in your lung, and that's not good. You get to know this man, Roberta. You've been working with him for like a week. It seems time that you get to know this old man. It's a passcode dungeon. I didn't remember that. Oh look! Ronnie's connecting with the dog. That makes sense. Oh, I thought he was wearing a tank top. No, he just has like a sweater vest. Okay, what else? Why don't you ask about his alma mater? Oh look, there goes Brian off to work. From a house full of who are you? Oh, a paparazzo. I'm just not, I can't visualize what you're saying, Mapakata. It's not that I can't do what you're saying. I don't follow what you're illustrating. Smugsworth Prep School. Disgusting. And yet you're probably junior to me at work. Yeah, he's like cop level 1 or 2. Yeah, you went to prep school, Roberta didn't go to high school, and yet she's got a better job than you. Just goes to show, hard work pays off.
Sebi, your fatah.
I see, Togepi. Well, that's a nice way of handling it. And when he's working still on her horror expose, he's irresistible. Interesting. The only other irresistible sim we know is Rick. I don't know why the X is up, because I didn't tell her to stop talking to him. I think Roberta just naturally doesn't want to talk to him. Despite the fact that, again, they're partners at the police force. They're supposed to, have each other's back. They're supposed to work together really well. At least he makes her laugh. That's a good thing. I could use some more outdoor lighting. Do you have a lamp? Here's a lamp. Perfect. Excellent outdoor lighting. It's beautiful. And now everyone will know where our mailbox is. That's important when you live on a county road like this. You don't want people driving 40, 50 miles an hour to just, bash into your mailbox. It's going. We've got the whole police force over here because Roberta's trying to, smooth talk her way into being better friends with them. And trying to get Chuck Hobble not to murder her or Arthur Glass, this old man here. Again, I don't know when he's going to retire, but I'm pretty sure as soon as he retires, he's dying. Because that's just what seems to happen with Roberta's partners at the police force. Save for Rufus, who was apparently too boring to murder. That's how I'm choosing to interpret the situation anyway. I'm gonna minimize that, see if that helps. Are you berating his ignorance? It's a relatable theme, I know, Togepi. Well, you did great. Roberta, just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you can harpoon any conversation you have with a normal person. What? Why are you... This is not your bed. I need to get them sorted out and using their actual beds again. Roberta? Oh my gosh. You! No! Get out of there. You! This is your bed. You! For the love of heaven, this is your bed. No, it's yours. Set bed ownership. Yes. You. Not your bed. This is your bed. Set bed ownership to Scarlet. I mean, I get it. They're young adults. It makes sense for them to be bed hopping. Except, they should all be staying within their own beds or joining each other, not just individually switching between beds. Got 8 of those in this house. And Tad never uses his. Oh, will you look at this? Brian's got a little quandary at work. The boss has another harebrained scheme, and Brian has serious reservations about it. In fact, Brian doesn't really want to have part in it. Should Brian and the rest of the gang beg off this task? That's correct, Motherfucker. And that's especially true if you're going to do it in Tad's bed, because it's an upper decker. So, yeah. Criminal enterprise, criminal job, throw your boss under the water. Brian is able to convince the boss to abandon his plan. Brian's coworkers are relieved, but the boss isn't happy with you questioning his authority. And there's slapping. Which, par for the course. Okay. Set bed ownership to Tad. Set bed ownership to Rick. Set bed ownership to Ronnie. And Winnie's is hers. There we go. Now they're all fixed. Who are you? That is not... That is that what he looks like? Why that hair? I did not even recognize him without his werewolf stuff or without his cowboy hat. I thought there was a teenager here. That's what you look like? This is so strange. And they're clearly not hitting it off, but yeah, I guess without his cowboy hat, he looks very different. I would not have thought of the cowboy hat as being a piece of wardrobe that would really make someone look older. You should just go to bed. Oh, Bradley, that's very correct. Brian is chronically unhappy. Let's check in on Winnie. Winnie's been writing for a long time. She's starving. And yet she's still going. Good for her. Nago, you should go home. You need to have a little snack. You need to get a little sleep. We'll help you out. Don't you worry, Winnie. What is her writing skill at now? Still 6. I would have thought it would be higher by now. Well, maybe writing this horror novel will help fix that. Okay. And Roberta's asleep. As she should be. Aww. Wait a minute, I thought I'd give you a dog bed. Ralston, you've got a bed. Ralston, honey. Why is Ralston so silly? Yes, it is the weasel. Your favorite, the one and only Mavocata. Hasn't been Oh. Aw, Brian had an anniversary. And look at that. He got a promotion. He's now a bank robber. Well, isn't that exciting? Look at Brian go. He's finally found his lot in work that's, you know, really working for him. Look, his friends are happy. He's an outstanding athlete. He's okay. He's got a mood. Yeah, I think it was definitely the right move to convince Kanoa that his plan was stupid, because now we're really good friends with Patricia and Oriole, and in the criminal career, you don't have to be good friends with your boss. It's unnecessary. Yeah, he's level 8. That's great. Look at Brian go. He's still not happy enough to, you know, have, you know, for me to get a long-distance friend for him. Chuck, are you gonna leave my house at some point? Because Roberta went to sleep. And I don't really like having you here. Because again, you're a murderer. Winnie, why don't you ask him to leave? Also, we have a criminal that lives in this house, and it's probably not good for the chief of police to know that. Just a hunch. I don't actually know what Chuck's formal title is. He might be a wiretap reader. You know, Bradley, I'm not sure that you did. Alright, there we go. Now we've got him going. No! It's not your bed. This is your bed, honey. Not Scarlett's. This requirement in Call of Duty World at War, where it requires you to get to the highest level in the game and then it tells you to go outside and find something to do. Funny thing is, you didn't do the achievement legitimately, you just got yourself in a modded lobby and the modder just maxed out everyone. Oh, can she not sleep in her own bed? Did I break her bed? Oh, for the love of heaven. I think it may be time for me to start reevaluating their bedroom placement. I still do want them all to have roommates, but I think it may be time for me to give them more space. Because it feels like for a little while, things have just been a bit cramped. I mean, heck, Ronnie has a husband, and he doesn't even live here. She needs a little more space, I think. can you? Oh, okay. Well, everyone wants to use Scarlet's bed then. Scarlet's bed, Charlotte's web. There's gotta be something there. Jokes. I'm gonna check something real quick, by the way. Just forgive me a moment. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Well, with the two features of the episode asleep, we'll just fast forward. I should probably use some of the space upstairs to make a bigger room, right? I mean, Scarlet kind of has her own bedroom. I don't love that it's her own, but it makes the most sense for any of the characters. And so I could give Roberta, you know what? Maybe I should just move Roberta's bed to her shed. Oh, Bradley, please don't worry. Is Toadster in his bowl? I think so. Usually. Right? Where is he? Bradley. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait, did it play the new thing? I couldn't hear it. Hold on, I made new alerts for that. It did. I'm gonna play it again because I want to see it. Is it very audible to you? Because it's not to me, but I know the balancing is going to be different. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I think shed bed. Terrific. Oh, hooray. Well, now, Purgit, that is the point. And you may notice, I'm particularly proud of this, you may notice that that alert has a little bit of custom work, which is to say that I put my name on an Animal Crossing text box and want to pass it off as something that I made all by myself, when really I just, you know, I got a Google image and then I edited it a little bit and I found the font. I did find the font, which was not easy to find, but I found it. So now I have it on my computer. And I also picked a font for the actual text of the alert that matches as closely as possible within the Google Fonts world. And I downloaded a font matcher to do it, and I spent way too much time on this on one of my off days. But I'm really proud of it. So I hope you liked it. Anyways, shed bed. I mean, this looks like where Roberta should sleep anyway, right? Like, this is just a myth. This is just a match. This is just what should have always been happening, and I can't believe it took me this long to see it. Because now no one's gonna, you know, try and snatch her bed. Oh my gosh! Look at Ronnie, eternally faithful to Benjamin, even though that's not true, even though they don't live in the same house. Good for them. What a cute couple. Okay. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to just transition this room to being just in Scarlet's colors. Because it's definitely no longer co-room. This is the first one that's going to be just, you know, it's going to be strictly dedicated to Scarlet. And really it's just a you know, a portico to her actual room. Well, I've got to thank you. Okay, I want, yeah. Now. Yeah, I can move the stairs. Because I think it would make more sense. No. Oh, good heaven. Well. Yep. One more to the left. Okay. And then I'll put something else in here at some point to sort of balance out the room. Yeah, I think the next contender for rooms that I would rearrange is probably Winnie and Ronnie's. Because that would make sense given that they're being featured today. Oh, speaking of, what are you eating, girl? Where are you? Oh, for the, no! It didn't tell me. I have money! Please! Oh. Crud. Well, I'll have to re-buy something. Hopefully the repo man just takes the, flaming torch outside. Maybe I should just lock the doors. Maybe I should turn another repo man into a frog. I don't want to deal with it. Man, I need to get the no bills thing. There's a lifetime happiness reward for that. And I don't remember how much it costs. Well, a werewolf, that's like a good thing to turn someone into. Or at least that's not that bad. A frog is pretty bad. I wonder if it's gonna be the same repo man, and I wonder if it's still gonna be a frog. Because I hope so. Hey, yo, Roberta. No, why don't you... I want Roberta to work on her bot building. Design some nanites. And then she can make some. 15,000. Okay. Someone, I think, might be close. Yeah! We'll do it with Winnie. No bills ever. Thank you, Winnie. Hopefully that will repel the repoman. Hello? Freebird Johnson ate my lettuce plant. I'm sorry, Tad, you need to clean up your garden. It's disgusting. Anyways, let's have a look. It's been a while since we got to see Roberta actually doing some of the bot building. And Winnie's still sleeping. I mean, look at her. Moving those squares around. That definitely means something. The induction nanite. Okay. It just costs money? That's awesome. Why don't you make some of those? There's the repo man. Okay. What's he gonna take? It is the same guy, I think. Elliot Parr sounds like the name. Is he gonna steal Scarlett's bed? Is that what it's come to? Oh, I think he's taking the couch that I got for free. That's okay. I didn't like that couch very much anyway. It didn't really match with the color scheme. Boy, this dude is living in like 4 frames a second. He's having some trouble. Well, you know what? Of all the things for him to take, a couch that I got for free, not too bad. I'm sorry. No! No, not the stuffed animal, no! Winnie, beg him to stop. No! Oh, you are the worst. You know what? No. Hold on. I don't think so. Oh, you're not getting out that easy. Lock the doors. Everyone but my household. Oh, we are not done with you, Elliot. No. You're not leaving. Catch him. Come on. He's a person. You can interact with him. Oh, don't think you're getting away that easily. Come on! It won't let me. Man, I wish. Elliot! I think maybe you. She's the only one who I think had a relationship with him. Yes! Oh, we are gonna send him some friendly text because we are getting him back here. Scarlett, this is your life's mission now. I'm sorry, I know it's Roberta and Winnie's episode, but this takes precedence, darn it. He stole a stuffed animal that we've had since the first episode, that Brian stole fair and square, and that Tad has critiqued so many times. Brian has very little comfort in this world. And it is time for us to actually make something good happen for that poor, unlucky man. And by making something good happen for him, I mean making something very bad happen to Elliot here. Because don't think you're getting away that easily. We are going to send you so many friendly texts. You're not even going to know. You're not going to know what hit you. Oh, Scarlett's working on it. Keep sending him friendly texts. I swear. This is what's happening now. Alright, that should be enough to get him over. I think only you can, Motherfucker, or you and other moderators. Okay, blah 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 blah. Party invitation, blah 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 blah, don't care. No. No, no. Here's what's happening now. Girl, you are going to invite over that man. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna make him an elixir. And that elixir is hopefully gonna turn him into a frog or some such relatedly. Maybe we'll do like an elixir of fire. That's right. That's right. Come over. Certainly I won't want... Oh, Jenny's not on. Alice! Oh my gosh. It would maybe that's why everything's been going to heck in a handbasket, because Jenny's not here to help. There we go. Jennifer is on. Alice, thank you so much. Okay, Scarlett. It's time. Alice, we're about to, close as I can, murder a repo man. Cause I do not like him. I could make him a zombie if I had a mushroom. Man, I need beeswax for everything. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. It's fine. Scarlett, go ahead upstairs. Oh, look, he's here. Well, I mean... Hey, why don't you, Hey, Elliot. Oh! Alice! Thank you so much for gifting us a W. Okay, how do I, invite inside? We'll invite him inside. I've got it from there. You know what we're gonna do? Cask of Amontillado. That's the game that we're gonna run, and we're not gonna half do it like last time with Calliope. How to perfectly murder a repo man. Let me tell you, Alice. Let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're going to invite him inside. What just happened? We good. It's still going. Murder's still on. My computer's just on fire. Fully burning. Let's do it. Oh, I have an idea. I don't care if the Repo Man fought back. I got this. Watch me now. Oh, I'm gonna be good at this. Oh my gosh, Irene, please. Okay, I need to move the table a little. I just need a little extra space in this room. Okay. Now then, if you would please just call him over. Hey, Elliot. Hey, Elliot, why don't you come inside? Hey, Elliot. Hey, Elliot. Hey, Elliot. Oh, right, I'm sorry. I locked the doors, and now it actually works. Aside from our sister or cousin, aside from cousin Bess who breeds sheep, yes. I think that was it, Motherfucker. Okay, why don't we try that again? Hey, Elliot. Hey, Elliot. Hey, Elliot. Hey, Elliot. Hey, Elliot. Why you gotta be such an idiot? And Motherfucker, that's fine. Do what you please. Oh, you're kidding me. Step further. Stop. Yes, Leo, you got gifted a subscription by Alice. And welcome on back. What a shame. What a shame that this has happened. Who could have seen this coming? You know, we all know. Well, that was lovely. Now then, I need to do a little decorating. Don't you think? I mean, it seems just such a stark room. We wouldn't want to leave it like that. No, heavens. Heavens, no. Certainly not. Just throw in some rugs, you know? Some lovely rugs. So many rugs. Just rugs. Oh, it's beautiful. Ryan, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Now then. I know they exist somewhere. Miscellaneous decor, perhaps? Where is it that I would find a fireplace? I know they exist. That's a globe. Exactly, Ryan. Thank you for noticing. Come on. I know there are fireplaces. Sunday. Ah, no, that's a floor sculpture. Sorry, I thought I had found it. Maybe this rocket, you know, actually produces fire? Probably not. Motherfucker, a guy didn't like another guy and buried him in a wall and smiled while doing it. Cask of Amontillado. We're aware. I guess I'll do sort by function, perhaps? Cask of Armadillo. Now that's a different story. No, I don't need stage props. I need fire. Is fire part of decor? Rugs, roof decorations, sculptures, miscellaneous. I'll try miscellaneous decor. Because again, it's gotta be somewhere. Yeah, there's like urns and bonsai table plants and pretty me up makeup cases. I mean, it's gotta be fire. I could put a granddaddy clock in with them. I should have a granddaddy clock. Oh. Aha! Thank you. Aha! Thank you. Oh. Well, doesn't that seem unfortunate? Seems like poor placement sometimes, but... Not just... Yeah, I know. He has his options. If he wants, he may starve to death. But, hopefully he chooses to burn. Is that yeah, it's a dog. It's Ralston. Our dog. See? The Cask of Armadillo, by the way, Ryan, I'm pretty sure is like a really expensive wine from New Mexico. Last time, we stole him. I mean, stealing is a heavy way of putting it. Winnie married Benjamin. Not Winnie. Ronnie married Benjamin. The Cast of Armadillo. I think that's David Schwimmer. You having fun? I hope so. We should all go to that party. That would be so fun. Roberta, go to that party. Also, I love that RoboCop got invited to the criminal party. We're all going to that party. That's gonna be real nice. How does she know Kanoa? Yeah, they barely know each other. And she's fully driving her cop car there. I mean, Irene is always there to, you know, take care of the dog and all the chipmunks and squirrels. So I'm not so worried about, like, leaving the pets at home. Yeah, I know Kanoa's rich. I've stolen from him before. You act like I haven't been around this block. Alright, why don't you go here? And hey, Ronnie, why don't you go here with everyone. I'm not gonna bring Ralston, but everyone who can come is coming. Oh, is this a... Oh, I guess it's a beachwear party. Despite the fact that I'm pretty sure Kanoa does not have a pool. Yeah, he does not have a pool. Man, you nasty if you want to see... Kanoa. Where even is Kanoa? Arthur, how is Roberta's partner from the police force here? How is fully 2/3 of the police force? I'm sorry, is Kanoa asleep? Kanoa is just asleep. Kanoa is fully zonked out of his own party. No, you should invite over your boyfriend. Roberta, that would make more sense. That's, you know, that's what you do at a party. That'll be better. I mean, I get it. It's your party. Sleep if you want to. Sleep if you want to. Let it all out. Okay. Oh, I wonder if since I called him... No, he's coming, I was worried that since I called and invited Joel over, he would go to, like, Roberta's house rather than come here. Yeah, that's right. You can come in. We already in at this party. Again, Joel and Roberta's relationship is the only one that, like, one of my Sims has actually requested. What are you about to eat? Where does she keep getting these morsels, and why doesn't she eat real food? Do you think that the people around her are concerned that she keeps pulling, you know, lumps of dried food out of her pocket and eating them as though they're an apple, when really it looks more like mulch? Yo, Joel. Trying to be all romantic and stuff. Come here. For the love of heaven. That's a paparazzo. So flirt in front of them. That way we both get noticed and get put in the papers. All he wants to do is enthuse about comic books. He's a good boyfriend. They're very cute together. Ugh. Ugh. Happy relationships. Is that a friendly hug or was that a romantic? That was a romantic hug. There we go. Aww. What was Joel's deal again? I think he was a virtuoso. I think he was a musician. I wonder why they are interested in each other. Hmm. No! I saw what was about to happen. No, I don't think so. Roberta, get away from that old man. Just because he's your partner at work doesn't mean he's your partner in life. I don't want flowers from him. No, thank you. That was about to be so concerning. Kanoa, are you having a smoothie in a bowl right now? That was definitely pink before. Are you using a food processor to make macaroni and cheese? Kanoa. Roberta. Girl, why did you just touch the stove? You know he was about to cook. In his heart boxers. Those are quite skin tight. Okay. Okay. Roberta, you're blocking that poor man from eating. He just woke up. Despite the fact that we're like 3 or 4 hours into his party. And now you're just gonna look at him. Is this Roberta's crime-fighting plan? Is her crime-fighting plan just don't let the criminals eat? Because that's kind of draconian. She's literally taking this half-made meal and she threw it away. What is she gonna do to this one? How is she gonna stop this one from happening? She's just staring. She's waiting for her opportunity. She's waiting for the opening. Oh no, she's been distracted by Rick. No, I don't think so. Wait a second. Oh, he's microwaving them. For a second there, I thought he was about to take those hot dogs and put them in the food processor, at which point I was going to be highly concerned. Hey, Roberta, why don't we just, like, sneak around? Oh my gosh. No, Priya, that's ridiculous. That's such a convoluted way of... How? The Xbox 360 came out in like 2006. How were they not like, okay, we'll just, we'll put this on Wi-Fi. That'll be fine. Also, how is Kanoa not at work? It's crime hours. Also, again, just fully showing off what he's got to work with. He flaunts it. I gotta say. He's trying to show off for someone, and I don't know whom. I don't think he has a wife. Maybe he's interested in technology, I don't know. Roberta's got a boyfriend. Hate to say it. Did we turn him into a werewolf, or was he always a werewolf? At this point, it's hard for me to know. You know? Yeah. I'm aware of that, no, Priya. Also, I think everyone else left the party, but I think Roberta and Rick are still here. Oh no, there's... Oh right, Jaslyn. No, he does have a wife, Jaslyn. We just never see her. Well, actually, no, I think they're single. Hold on. I think they're broken up. Well, no, I guess we don't know whether he's single or not. Roberta, could you find out? She seems to be a vampire. No, I don't want to give him flowers. Rick, why don't you find out? You do a little flirting with him. Why is the only thing we can do... Oh, well, I guess we have to introduce ourselves first. I'm gonna use Rick to do this. That, I feel, will be better. Well, of course, Movkata. We don't want Scarlet, Roberta getting turned into a werewolf. Okay, now then. Ask if single, please. No. Go pretend like you're flirting with that weird werewolf man. Who's apparently now going to the bathroom. Oh, Rick. Oh, honey. That means as soon as he's done, Rick is going to walk into the bathroom after him, which is uncomfortable, to say the least. Seems Roberta's having a great time at this party. I think she's just moved in. Roberta, why don't you take a nap? I'm gonna just push this and see if they'll actually kick us out. Hey, Rick, are you gonna... No, I told you to... Darn it. Ask him if he's single. Rick. Rick. Okay. So they don't like her that much. Right in front of Jaslyn. Ask Kanoa if he's single. It's definitely for a friend. Does he have black nail polish? Aha! I think they're like broken up. Boy, Rick, did you read that wrong? I mean, good for Kanoa. Kanoa's just like, nah. Is this... Oh no, I created a bit of a monster here. Rick is irresistible, and that did not work. Why aren't you... Why do you have one of my chipmunks? Put it away! Aren't you supposed to be at work? Well, no, I guess not. You were. Oh, honey. Uh-oh, I think Brian might be a little broken, because Homie is definitely back in his terrarium, but Brian's stuck on the action. Can someone break him out of this? Yeah, Brian, he's a werewolf. Kanoa's a werewolf, so that happens sometimes. Brian, are you okay? Irene, can you... Oh, okay, he... Some Tai Chi there or something. Hey, Brian. How about you, why don't you go to the gym? I don't know. Stop not moving. Do I have to use the cheat codes? I think Brian's stuck. Are you two just still outside Kanoa's house? You're literally just outside Kanoa's... No, go home. Roberta, go home. Winnie's at least at home, even if she's not sleeping in the right bed. Okay, I'm concerned. Brian. You need to bust out of this loop now. Okay. Normally I wouldn't do this, because I don't like doing this, but I don't think it's fair for Brian to die because he got stuck. It would be fair for Brian to die because he was stupid. This man is just so unlucky. He's so unlucky. He just can't really exist. Like, even the pure fact that he's alive, The Sims wants to correct. Okay. Resets him. Brian Little. There you go. Honey, go to bed. Just please leave the squirrels and chipmunks alone and go to sleep. No, don't go on the computer. Okay, he's fine now. No longer, you know, is he like starving and like almost asleep. He's fine. I'm glad I caught him before he died, honestly, because it is not his episode. Right, you're fine. The problem with having them all be celebrities is that like now whenever like stuff gets repossessed, they're all gonna be like in the public eye. Only Scarlet and Tad aren't celebrities, which is surprising because I feel like there are characters in this house who are less notable and noteworthy than Scarlet and Tad. Can I be honest? I kind of don't have it tonight. I was more tired than I thought. Yeah. I'm sorry, I hate doing this, but, yeah, Toby feels like it. It would be funny if that would work, Monvacata. No, sorry, I had such a long day at work. I thought oh. Persona Guy, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm fully bushed. Persona Guy, I'm afraid your timing is, inauspicious tonight. I'll tell you on Saturday why this week is such a week. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Yeah, whatever. Let's talk for a little bit. Maybe I take a break and I feel better. Let's talk for a little bit. I'm gonna take my headphones out. Y'all know what the music sounds like. Whew. I'll just let them live. I'll just zoom out and I'll just let them, play their own lives. Whew. So, I have, this week is the third week back to back where I have had multiple events. I had my 7th event in the 3 weeks today, and I have my 8th tomorrow. And before the event tomorrow, I've got a major project that I'm hoping to wrap up with someone on our marketing team, and I also have, I need to make a video. I need to edit a video. And I may need to make a graphic for it, and I'm not a graphic designer. How did Elliot get out? And so... Oh, is local forecast playing? I can't hear it. I'll have to get Elliot back. So... today, being my 7th of those, I'm running a little on fumes. And I've got, the one tomorrow is 4 hours long. Ronnie's married, no. And so I am, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But it's, 5 of the 8 events, and I've got another event next week, so it's 9 in 4 weeks. But that one, at that point, it's just, I'll have had a few days, and it's a 4-day weekend coming up because I'm taking Friday off. But I'm also, using Friday to go to New Jersey, which is why I'm not streaming on Friday. And so, but today, like I was saying earlier, I had an event 5:30 to 6:30. Normally, I don't like to do half an hour between when I finish work and when I start streaming. Normally, I need about an hour to sort of get back to being like a human. Not a human. I can be a human pretty easily, but being able to entertain, being able to be sort of funny and lively and on top of myself, it's not always the simplest affair. And there are times where my being tired is its own source of humor, comedy, interest, what have you. And there are times where being a little punch drunk helps enliven my ability to carry a conversation, to think about things with some auspice of creativity, to make jokes and enjoyment and light. But again, there's a line, and normally, like I said, I'd like to have at least an hour between when I'm done working for the day and when I start in on this. And there have been times in the past where I've had events go up until about the minute where I'm supposed to start, or I've had people call me for work things at 6:45. That actually happened last year. Once that I can think of specifically that it really threw me off, because it's a partition for me. It's a different sort of thing. It's a different sort of energy to use between work and between this. And it's not the easiest to switch between because one, I'm a professional. I'm somewhat, I'm serious. I can make jokes at work, but My workplace isn't so serious and dour as to not permit that, but I'm more serious, I'm more staid, I have to be sort of calm in the face of, rapid change. And, managing events means that part of the, big brunt of my work is to manage chaos where it arises. And this, typically I don't have to do, too much chaos management. There's obviously the sort of, the energy that a live stream carries, which can sometimes be a bit, frayed or hectic, but it's not chaos. Typically. No, why does everyone want to date Ronnie? She's married! And so... It is something where... I can always play a game. It's not hard for me to play video games, but for me to be fun, for me to be enjoyable, and for me to put on that face, it's a thing. It's another thing. A ring carries the same meaning as a pillow. What specifically does that mean, Togepi? Oh, okay. In reference to Ronnie being married. Yeah, no one cares. Wait, why do they keep trying to make her a doctor? No! She's RoboCop. What do you not understand? I should have Winnie writing while we're doing this. Because that's something that, that's sort of story progress for the episode. Hello? Girl. Write your book. What the heck did I tell you? Why can she not use that laptop? Okay. You get off this laptop then. Okay? You, honey. Come on in. She must be having trouble with something. Well, motherfucker, let me tell you something. I'm bad at that. Because I like to be adherent to a schedule. Kashi, it's not a thing that I need to, like... It's not a problem. I'm trying to offer the explanation. Which is... Things are, most, 49 days out of 50, perfectly fine. But whenever I have work that goes late, and I don't have enough time to make that switch, then I find myself getting, I'm a little quieter, I'm a little more down, and I'm a little more stuck in my head. I lack the ability to be as spontaneously funny. Not that I'm funny anyway, like, I get it. My shtick here is not to make you laugh 12 times a minute. There are people who are much better at that than I am. But, to convivially, or congenially conduct conversation without getting stuck in my cabeza, it takes a little bit. It takes a bit. And it's not a matter of I don't have enough energy for it, because I've had days that have been more draining than this one that I'm still able to, do the show, because I've had enough time to switch. It's just about the switching of the mindset. And in addition, the part that I'm skipping over is the thing that I had just before was an event, which is the most visible part of my role. And the thing for which I'm most responsible. And something in the event didn't go as I would have liked it to. And it's something that I don't know whether or not people are going to care. And but they might, and the timing of it is particularly inauspicious for me. Again, I usually talk in vagaries about my work because I don't think it's, not Maria, thank you. I don't think it's, germane to fun conversation, because it's not me as, fun person, it's me as a professional. And I also have a certain layer of privacy that I like to have. But there was a thing that happened that I'm not happy about, and I don't know if other people are going to be unhappy about it or not. I don't know if they're going to care. But the timing is inauspicious, because right now is when at work they're doing performance reviews. I don't think I'm in any danger of, having my position eliminated. I've proven myself to be very valuable. But I've put myself in consideration for, perhaps a level bounce, as well as a change in title. And I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize that, because it's important to me. And so it's like, right now that's what the people at the senior level of my organization are doing. And so they're all focused on that. And because I've been as busy as I've been, I have felt not as much on my game the last couple of weeks. Because there's just a lot. And I don't like feeling that way. I don't know if you know this about me, but I have a bit of a perfectionist bent. It wouldn't seem like it, knowing me from just this show, because a lot of times things are just get messy and silly, and I'm just like, well, whatever, moving on, c'est la vie. But in my work, in my studies, those tendencies they shine much more. And so I'm not happy with what happened, and I don't know whether or not it's going to matter. But I don't have an answer, which bugs me. So that is a long-winded way to say that. Yeah, a little bit totally. Long-winded way to say, sorry if I'm a little in my head today. And if I don't feel like I fully have commanded the domain as I normally would. And especially for a series like The Sims, I put it on Wednesdays because I thought, this is a game that I really enjoy, but that also helps build entertainment spontaneously. I'm not apologizing for my life as it is. If I said I'm sorry, it's perhaps more out of Midwestern reflex than it is an actual act of contrition. I'm maybe wheeling there. I know, Kashi. It's the perfectionist. This is the thing. That part of me says you started a show that you tried to have go for 3 hours, and you're not to 2 yet. If I can get past 2, normally I'm like, okay, I can cut when I need to. Sure. That's fine. Dating your boss's ex-wife, that's probably not going to be a problem for Brian. I'll let him do that. And I have a bad habit of thinking, oh, I can muscle through, because what all am I doing? I'm just, trying to be fun and play video games. That seems like it would be easy, right? Right? If you've ever... very few of you, Gianna, Meehan, occasional others, have seen my early stuff. They know they know that how I am now, and as much polish as I can deign to say that I put on, which again isn't really much. It's not where I started, and though I'm better, it still does take more work. And on a night like tonight where I'm particularly inarticulate, because I'm tired, it's hard to accurately characterize those thoughts. Long-winded way of saying, well, what an interesting night this is. You're kidding me, one of my squirrels died? Screw this. Yeah, well, the computer problems threw me off a bit, because that makes me grumpy, because I don't know how to fix that. As long as I've been doing this, I mean, I don't have a wired connection here. A wired connection would help ameliorate that problem. But I can't do that here because that would require running about 100 feet of Ethernet cable across most of the house. My parents don't want me to do that, and for good reason. No. This is not my night, truly. And this is like, the part of me that's, you know, trying to put on a show is like, now I have to spin it into a message, which is, oh, it's okay to have off night. I don't need to do that. I don't know what happened to Toadster. I don't know if Toadster died. Toadster just disappeared. Maybe I should load into the save that I made the copy of at the start of the show. And see if Toadster's still alive. Another time, I think. Yeah. No. I don't... This is one of those times where I'm bad at being... let me reframe this. I think there is an overwhelming impulse to be, even to a saccharine degree, sunny, bright, happy, and light when you're doing this. And when people, pose, say that they've got things that are going on, we respond with a, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, and we move along. We like to brush past the pain because we think this is entertainment, it's meant to be light, happy, and fun. And it is hard just to allow myself to speak plainly. Not even with overwhelming negativity, just plainly about the... Like, I was asked at the start of the show, how am I doing? And I said, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm living. Normally I'll say things like great or fantastic, which, the degree in that you may see a gradient. And the more, the things at the lower end of that may be more reflective of the feeling. Motherfucker, there's a difference. I do agree with that point. I don't think it's nice to make someone, bare their soul before everyone if they're not wanting to. But I think there are some people who also occasionally have, have mixed responses to things and are quashed from expressing those. I try to read everything, but I also definitely see people who will just shoot right past when someone's like, man, I'm not having a great day. And I don't think it helps me much on a day like today to, you know, as of about 20 minutes ago, say, oh yeah, everything's still going fine, I'm just gonna keep going forward. As if nothing is in my head. There are a lot of things that go on that I don't talk about, good and bad. And that's not easy sometimes. I think there are people who are better at having sort of stream of consciousness and talking about every aspect of themselves. Sure, have fun, Tad. And I have never been able to do that with ease. I've alluded to this in the past, but there are just aspects that I don't talk about for personal privacy, things that I don't think I should talk about for professional reasons, and a whole realm of experience that is incongruent with the way that I carry myself here. I've got stories that I love telling to real people that I never share here. Because real people know more, not know more, they know different facets of me. Well, that's good, that's your husband. You should talk to him. It's probably right, Ronnie. Oh, right, Togepi, I forgot about him. Oh, she finished her book. Okay, girl. Seriously, you're gonna go play with one of my chipmunks? And one of their... You know what, life is short. Play with the chipmunks. Have fun. Enjoy them while they're still here. Let's go up and look at the chipmunks, shall we? Oh, I think Brian is mourning. Because they were Brian's. And this is where Patroon was. Looks like most of them are sleeping. So. It's, oh my gosh. I was about to lean back into... I was about to put the face back on. I was about to say, it's been an odd night here at the Axamin show. Which is true. Does that ever bother anyone? Everyone, it's, not everyone. But a lot of people are playing a part that they think needs to be played. And have come to some conclusion or another as to what's attractive, what works, what is meant to be done. And the resulting effect, at least from the way I see it, is that we lop off parts of ourselves. Which isn't to say that we should be full bearers of every one of our deepest thoughts and every bit of, you know, darkness or light that inhabits our soul, privacy be darned. But it's also... it's strange. In trying to cultivate a voice, you can lose a bit of the humanity behind it. I may be waxing a bit more philosophical than I need to at this moment. But these are the things that I've continued to think about. they don't bother you, Mofokata. I mean, yeah. Because I'm a real comment. And a thought that I have on frequent occasion is, I think at any given juncture... Oh, did Winnie get stuck? Okay. I'm just gonna... Are these... They're just getting stuck at the terrariums. I'll fix it later. I just kind of want to look at them. We'll just focus in on... Which one is this?
Oh.
Can you give me a name? Gretch. We'll focus in on Gretch. How you doing, Gretch? Man, Persona 1 sucks. Oh, Sean, please don't worry. We're having a discussion while watching some squirrels. Because it's that kind of night.
Oh, Davito!
Gretch is real cute. What I was gonna say is, I think the people who know me best, and the people who I trust most sincerely, know about 90% of me. And from there on down, it is pieces of myself that I care to share. Pieces of my life that are acceptable in different contexts.
Oh, Sabata!
No, Keshi, I appreciate you dearly, but no one on the internet is above probably 70 or 75%. Which isn't to say that I don't value you, because you know that's not true. But I am talking people that I have known for decades. Well, decades is maybe overputting. Decade and a half. People I've known for like 15 years can maybe hit that point. People I've known my whole life don't even hit that threshold. Because the contexts of our relationships are such that there are aspects of myself that I am deeply uncomfortable talking with them about. And I wouldn't expect them to ask me about it either.
Oh, Sabata!
Oh, God, I tend not to make anything up. Because I have enough stories from the various different parts to make what would seem to be a congruent whole. But I understand that impulse. I think Brian's doing a little Tai Chi there. That's fine. Yeah, I don't even know if... I couldn't quantify easily, like, what percentage I would get to as to what I share here. I mean, deep, sort of, or not deep, but long memory. Yeah, man, I understand that. Yeah, that makes more sense, Mofokata. Well, and that's fun, because you're doing that to have fun and to be enlivening. Spinning a yard is different than, just lying about facets of yourself. And that I understand. Let's watch both. We've got homies here. Homie. Chipmunk next to Gretch the squirrel. I remember early on, I would talk sometimes about school. Mihan, you may remember this. I would talk sometimes about school, and because I was, as a student, I went all in. But my last semester of college, I was also, starting to do this. And so some of the things that I would try to talk about sometimes were the things that I was, learning about, what exams I had coming up, all the stuff that I would talk about with my normal academic chums, And I had a sense that people, weren't connecting with it for one reason or another. And so I just stopped talking about it. And I learned very early on things that are too show-offish, just as in life, things that I'm proud about myself for, or the farthest expanses of my like the happiest memories I have don't tend to land how I think either, because it's self-serving. But it also means that there are things of which I'm immensely proud that I've done that just don't come up here, or I don't allow to come up here. And there are some of those things are things that I've told select people in private messages, because this is a super cool thing, and I'm gonna burst if I don't share with someone. But it's not something that I outwardly and oh hey everyone, guess what? And obviously if I said it like that, you'd have every reason to hate it. Keshi, I appreciate that. I appreciate your saying that, but it's one thing to say it and another thing to feel comfortable doing it. You know what I mean? It's also easy to talk about things in the context of the show, right? Zoomini's world record. Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I held a world record in Zoom Beanies. Who cares if no one ever competed in the category? That's me. I'm the guy. I had that world record. That's easy to do because it's something that was part of this. Whereas the things in my life that are outside of it, when I got my job, some of the things that I received around graduation from college, when I got my apartment even, I either found it hard to talk about or I didn't talk about it at all. My apartment specifically, I know, was a bit of a point of conversation because the stupid microwave at the other apartment was ruining everything. But it was just, in passing, it was like, oh, I got an apartment, I'm really excited about it, and I'm gonna move there, so the background's gonna be different. And it literally just became, within the context of what mattered here. Not how proud I was of, having found the place I did, how I, maneuvered actually getting it, and the fact, it's a rent-controlled apartment, right? It is an apartment where, year over year, the price of the apartment will only go up by 2%. Which means, in a neighborhood where apartments can go for, one-bedroom apartments can go for $3,000, and literally the building next to mine, I'm paying less than $1,000. I'm incredibly happy that I got a place like that. And yet, I would not talk about it because it's like, well, I'm just saying, hey, I got this cool thing that no one else can have. And that's a very small example of a broader concept. Okay, I should probably save Winnie and Brian, because apparently these cages are a little bugged. And I know that, Keshi. I'm well aware. Oh, for a rent control department, it was more luck. Luck, work, sure, but luck too that one came up while I was looking, and that I hadn't signed at the other place. Oh, how do I actually spell her name? Okay, Brian's fixed. Win Fred, got it. I forget that her last name is Glob. That's a Meehan one. There we go. Now everyone's all safe. How many people want to go on a date with Ronnie? Okay. You gave Winnie the last name Glob, which I think was a acrostic of some of her traits. Genius, loner, something something. Bookworm, outdoors probably. Alright. I don't know what I've meandered to. I don't know if I've imparted a point. I don't think the purpose of today was to be... I don't think the purpose of today ended up being an actual Sims episode. And to Roberta and Winnie, I say that I will give them a more proper episode in tandem with Tad and Rick as the last two in the cycle next time. And next Wednesday, I should hopefully be in better spirits. Friday, I'm going to New Jersey, and because I'm going to be driving a lot that day, I'm going to say to myself, I typically don't do that. I typically am like, no, even if I drove for 8 hours, I'm still going to do it. No. I'm not going to build a chair. I'm not going to build a set of wire shelves. I'm not going to bring my streaming 3DS. I'm not going to stream on Friday. I'm taking the day off. Darn it, I don't take days off. At least unless I'm really, really out of it. And I'm like, nope, can't do it tonight. And that's something that I should probably take vacation. I didn't take any dictated vacation at all last year. I did a few weeks off my first year, and I didn't do any last year. And that's probably stupid of me. Right, man, right. Yeah, so Friday's gonna be off. I'm gonna be in the car. I'm gonna listen to podcasts and music. I'm not going to worry about doing a show at 7 p.m. If it weren't for the fact that I probably, probably would have a hard time going to sleep without my, without having stuff to watch/listen to on my laptop, I wouldn't even bring my laptop. And I'm going to be back on Saturday, despite the fact that I'm probably going to be driving that whole day. I'm going to take one day off. One day off where I'm driving across the country. Or across Pennsylvania. Pencil-frickin-vania. Keep your darn job. Oh, Roberta. No! Enough with the dates. So yeah. Today's been a weird one. Will do, man. Today's been a weird one. Saturday's probably going to be less weird. I don't know what Animal Crossing I'm going to play. I'm not going to put a poll in now. I may just pick one. Oh, it's Saturday's art night. I may just play Nintendogs. I may just have Griff running and just do art. That's why I was going to stream Saturday. That's why I didn't just decide to take it off as well. Okay. 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 By the way, an almost rotten orange makes a great throwing toy. Just advice for life. And pretty good on the green screen, because it's, you know, nice contrast. Okay. If I just sat here and threw an orange for 20 minutes, would you watch it? That would get us up to 2.5 hours. That would be a respectable length. I'm over 2 hours, though. I talked for 40 minutes while absolutely nothing was going on in the game. This was functionally a just chatting stream. I hope you all feel fooled. Again, I don't know if there was a point to anything that we said, but I feel better. It's a vent. Anyways, I should send you in a raid. I should probably send you somewhere. I'll send you to Axamin. He's playing Final Fantasy VIII. Utterly bamboozled. Perfect. Good night, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Stranger nights we've had. I did cry on air once. That was weirder. Yes, I will try to enjoy Friday. I used to feel weird when taking time off. Like, I used to feel like, oh, it's hard to get back into it. So long as I don't take a week, I presume it'll be fine. Also, apparently, my computer doesn't really want to load the raid menu. Hello? Would you please? Okay. Dashboard's broken, that's great. I'm not surprised. Twitch has been borked for a little while. I think I can still do it with chat commands, right? Yay, that worked. Cool. Guys, I hate Axamin. Because he's real lovely. I feel like I'm sending him a crew in a weird mood. Oh well. Have a good night. Have a wonderful rest of your day. An excellent tomorrow. And an excellent Friday. And I will be back on Saturday. Good night, everyone.